All right, hello and welcome back to my channel. I am Deanndria, and this workout today is a Pilates-based routine with an extra burst of energy, right? I'm gonna throw in a little bit of cardio aspect, get those legs in, and of course we work the core for this Pilates-based routine. So with that, let's go ahead and get started. All right, so we're gonna start on our feet today. All right, I'm feeling kind of energetic. All right, got some sleep, got a little caffeine today. So let's go ahead and get going. All right, so I've got my legs in parallel position. All right, so just some reminders here in our standing posture. We got the abdominals engaged in and up, shoulders are back, and rib cage closed. You'll hear me say that a few times throughout the routine. I wanna make sure that you just sort of keep that in mind, like I'm a little person sitting on your shoulder with those reminders, okay? All right, so starting out with our squats, building into footwork. So we're gonna sit back into an imaginary chair. Check out your first squat. Make sure you can see your toes, of course, and then push through your feet and lift. Let's add in the arms. So I'm gonna go with forward arms today, taking my hips back. Inhale as you lower, push through the floor and lift. Good, 4 more. Chest open, 3, 2, go ahead and stay down on 1. So hold that squat, chest upright, good. Ribs are closed, which kind of feels funny in a squat, right? But you can do it. Sit back, abdominals in. So today we're gonna lift one heel up and lower. Now, if that's not feeling good on your knees, if it's challenging enough to hold the squat, just do that, all right? Remember where you're at today. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now see if you can lift both heels up. Can you do that in a squat? Go for it. And then I want you to rise all the way up to standing in that position with control, chest open, and drop the heels. Good. Go ahead and rotate your legs out. And let's take that first one. Thighs press back, chest upright, abs in, and lift. So now I'm gonna go into what we call hug a tree arms in Pilates, right? Chest lifted. So my thighs are pushing back as I lower down, so you'll feel that effort through your hips. And 3, 2, go ahead and stay down on 1. So those heel lifts we did before, add them here, up and lower, alternating legs. Now I want to challenge you and see, can you sit your hips a little bit deeper in that squat as you do this? 4, 3, 2, 1. Now challenge you to lift both heels up, doesn't have to be high, and then slowly start to rise up, lengthening through those legs. Release your heels and arms. Yay! Okay, so now I'll give you a little bit of a side view here. You're gonna sit back into a squat, but my legs are parallel. I'm taking one leg back here, sliding it, bring it back underneath me. So the front leg, right? You want the knees going over the toes. Back, and you can add in these arms. Let's go a little bit quicker. Sort of this scooter lunge position. My front leg is solid, right? It is not moving. 4 more, you can do this. 3, 2, 1. Now take that same leg back behind you. It's straight. Start to lengthen the front leg a little bit so you can float the back leg up. Good. Maybe you get yourself parallel to the floor, possibly. Hips squared, lower the leg, and lift. 7, abdominals engaged. 6, up. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Release. All right, other side. So remember we started back into that sort of squat chair position here. So I have my left leg forward right now. I'm taking my right arm forward and then switch, okay? Again, change up your arms however you like. It's most important that you feel yourself sitting back into that chair, right? And the knee is tractioning forward. Good. 4, 3, 2, 1. Take it back to that lunge. Maybe you float the leg up. If you're ready for it, abdominals in. Maybe you're parallel to the floor, lower the leg. That's important that that leg behind you, that your hip is turned to the mat. All right, 4 more. Lift, 3, 2, and 1. Release the leg down. All right, so go to the back edge of your mat, take a big stretch up, and we're gonna roll all the way down. Walk yourself out to what feels like downward dog, sort of a triangle position here. And first we're just lifting the heels and lower the heels. So as I'm doing this, I have my palms firmly pressing into the mat, and I feel a nice broad open back. Otherwise, shoulders are away from the ears, right? 4 more lifts, pumps of those heels. 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Walk your feet closer towards each other. Take the stance where you need it, and then one leg sweeps up and down. And 2. You're gonna do 2 more like that. Reach and reach. Now adding on, okay? I'm gonna lift it up, sweep the leg to the side. Bring it up, lower. Again, lift, sweep it to the side. Bring it up and down. Nice. 2 more. Good. Last one. And down. All right, square off those shoulders again. Opposite leg lifts first just for 4, 3, 2, and for the sake of my setup here, I'm gonna move to the side. Now sweep the leg all the way to the side, and then up and down. Lift and over, lift and down. You have 4 sets in total. So I've got 1 more. Keep that back leg nice and long. And release. Good. Lower down to hands and knees. All right, from here, hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips, abdominals engaged. First, extend one arm out, opposite leg reaches back. Float them off the mat. Then I'm bending that top elbow, bending the knee to my opposite elbow, and then reach out. Try that again. And bend, and reach, and bend. So I'm keeping the torso nice and steady here. Abdominals working like crazy, obliques working. For 3, it's okay if you need to rest, take your time. 2, and 1. Nice job. Now before we go to the other side, place the hand down, back underneath the shoulder. I want you to feel your ribs engage and almost do like a slight tuck, engaging those lower abs. Curl your toes under and see if you can float your knees off the mat. So I'm purposely in sort of this rounded upside down U shape. And then pretend like you have a ball between the thighs. Pulse the thighs towards each other. Little pulses in, squeeze. Press into that center line, what we call midline. 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower the knees. Lengthen out the spine. Ooh, okay, so opposite arm and leg reach out long. Good, and then bend in and lengthen. And again, you're trying to keep your torso nice and steady as you do this. Different side, my friends. So if you're wobbly, it's all good. You got 3 more. 2, and 1. Nice job. We're gonna go back to that float, okay? So the knees are underneath the shoulders, knees under the hips, hands under the shoulders. Get a slight tuck at the tail, lift up through those abdominals, and we're here, hold it. Now if you feel pretty good in that position, stay there, okay? But if you wanna add on, you're just gonna see if you can float one leg up and then down. Trying to keep the stability through the rest of the body. Alternating lifts. For 3, 2, 1. Release the knees. Nice job. All right, come off the wrist for a second. Give them a little bit of a stretch and make your way onto your back. I am toasty. I hope it's not just me. I'm hoping you are nice and warmed up too. All right, so from here, on your back, and hug your knees into your chest. Go ahead and curl head and shoulders off the mat. So I want you to feel yourself lift up to the tips of your blades. Make sure your hips are weighted on the mat. One knee in, the opposite leg is going to stretch out to about 45 degrees. Notice I'm holding one hand on the knee, other hand on the ankle, and then switch. And switch. So we're getting into a little ab series here. And change. And lengthen. So I'm purposely not going quickly today. I want you to focus on curling into that shape. For 4, 3, 2. Now if you need a rest, take it. Otherwise, both knees into the chest, double leg stretch. My arms flow back by my ears, my legs extend out long. Exhale, hug your knees into your body. And again, reach out long. Exhale, hold it in. And again, lengthen. Exhale, pull it in. 2 more, reach. Exhale, pull it in. 1 more. Now I'm gonna flow through the series. Rest your head if the neck needs it, please. Legs go up. Grab a hold of one calf with both hands, drop the other leg. When you pull this leg in, make sure your hips are still weighted on the mat, and then switch. Give it a double pull and change. So it's like pull, get deeper, and change. Pull, pull, switch. pull, pull. Again, not lifting the hips, but instead bringing your upper body to your legs. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend both knees. For lower lift today, I'm gonna go with hands on the back of the head, and I'm gonna keep my legs in like a frog position, so that's turned out. Looks like a triangle, okay? Lower the legs a few inches, exhale, bring them back to you. Inhale away, exhale, lift, good. Can you lift your shoulders off the mat? I don't know, give it a try. Down, exhale up, and 2, and lift, woo, feeling that burn, and up, knees together. We're not stopping though, crisscross. Extend one leg out and twist your upper body towards the bent knee, and then change, and switch, and switch. Think armpit towards knee. Can you go a little quicker for the last few? 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release it down. Ooh, take a little twist. Let your knees fall one way. Feel that stretch. And twist the other way. Feel that stretch. Awesome. Go ahead and flip over to your abdominals now. I'm going to turn this way. But flip over onto your abdominals. Onto your belly. Now, the hands are under the shoulders, neck is long, legs are long. I'm uncurling my toes. Then take your gaze forward, open up your chest, and float your upper body off the mat. Then release your hands off the mat. Can you still keep your feet down while you do that? Lower down. Let's try that again. First the upper body, then the hands float. Feel the upper back engage. And yes, your lower back is working here. And again, extend and lift. Hands float up. Now this time, hold it there. Extend those arms out to a T like you're flying, and then lift 2 inches higher as the arms work their way back towards your hips, and then back to a T. And again, exhale, lift, and lower. And again, lift, opening through the chest. So think of pinkies towards the hips, and down. One more, extend and lift, hold that one for 3, 2, and release. Hands on the mat, sit it back, stretch it out for a second. Great. All right, from here, you're coming up onto your hands and knees, curl your toes under, and take another downward dog. Great. From here, you're transitioning into a plank. So if at some point you need to drop to your knees, please do so. Let's go ahead and mark that first plank. Make sure you have a good setup. And then back to downward dog. And again, back to plank, abdominals in. And back to downward dog. 2 more. Can you move from your legs and your hips versus cranking into your shoulders? Does that feel a little different if you try it that way? I don't know. Great, so we're gonna go back and hold that plank for a moment. Again, drop to your knees if you need to, and hold. 3, 2, maintain your plank, bring one knee to your chest, and take it back. Other knee to the chest, take it back. You can do this dropped on your knees, and just do one leg at a time, and change. So I'm pushing away from the mat strongly with those arms, feeling that connection into my upper abs, right? To support your back. How many more? Let's do 1 more each side. Pull in, change, pull in, and lower. Nice job. Take another child's pose, sit it back. Walk your hands over to one side of the mat. Take your hands over to the other side of the mat. Feel the stretch. And come to seated mermaid style. So seated with my legs off to the side. You can stack your legs. If that feels too restrictive, open up your stance as much as you need, okay? All right, so starting with the legs bent, take that same hand onto the shin and go into a side stretch here. Great, then you're placing your hand down on the mat, flat, fingertips aimed out, and you're going to side stretch over. Now, as I take the side stretch, I'm opening through the waist on that opposite side. Good, and again, side stretch over. Hand to the mat, feel the hip drop as I take that side bend. Good, a little bit more flow, so it's over. Back to the mat, side stretch out. And again, push away, side stretch over. Back to the mat, stretch it out. Now, from this side, okay, I'm extending my legs out, bringing my elbow under my shoulder. Stagger the legs, bottom leg front, and you're lifting up into a side plank. Lift the waist, lift the hips. Got my mic there, but you're lifting up, waist away, shoulders stacked. For 4, 3, can you lift your hips higher? 2, go for it. 1, and release it down. Whew, let's go to the other side. All right, so the knees are bent. I'm just gonna fix this quickly here, all right? But the knees are bent, stacked or unstacked, up to you. And then take the side stretch, which feels delicious here. Open up the waist. And then bring your elbow down into that stretch. I'm sorry, fingertips, and side stretch over. Let's do that again. Told you it was real time. Side bend over. All right, fingertips down. And as I open up, I'm bending this elbow and stretching this hip down to the mat in opposition, or a little bit more flow. So take it over to the mat and down. And again over to the mat and down. We're gonna do one more. Over to the mat and down. Now, I'm bringing the elbow down under the shoulder, fingertips facing forward. Legs are out. I did bottom leg forward on the other side. And let's lift up, waist away, shoulders stacked. Hold it, push away from the mat, lift the waist. That's how you stay out of the shoulder here in the plank for 4. Use your breath, 3, 2, and 1. Bring the hips down. Yay! Let's transition to standing. Turn to hands and knees, toes under, downward dog. Walk your hands back towards your feet, soften the knees, slowly roll it up. All right, ending with a nice stretch here. Turn the legs out nice and wide and take your elbows back to your thighs. Feel the stretch. So I'm pushing my thighs back with my arms. And then from there, straighten the legs, rotate the toes forward, take a nice forward fold. Heavy head. Soften the knees a bit, wiggle it all out, let the neck go. And with soft knees, start to roll yourself up slowly to standing. Ending with our final stretch overhead lift, so you're nice and long, tall, ready to move on with your day. And release your arms. Yay! All right, so thank you for joining me for this 15-minute workout. Please be sure to subscribe. Share this with a friend today. I challenge you to share it with somebody you know. And please comment. Let me know what you want to see in your next routine. And I will see you